So, wouldn't be Cyclones hockey without an exciting conclusion. I mean, that was one way to kick off the season.
Yeah, it was a nice finish. I certainly wasn't a fan of the start or the middle, but it's what happens this time of year. You don't usually have your best in terms of your connectivity. We weren't very sharp together. Our execution was low. I do love the way we responded as a group, and we rallied. Obviously, some big plays. A shorthanded goal was a huge momentum shift for us, and just good to see the guys kind of get that feeling going. Anytime you can build a little belief, it's always a good thing.
Got a good night out of Michael Hauser as well. 36 saves on 38 shots. He stopped a lot of breakaways, especially early.
Oh yeah, he was. He should have been the number one star if he wasn't. He was lights out for us. You know what though. You want to be a good team, you need different people stepping up and having big nights, and obviously he was a huge part of our win tonight.
John Edward, 36 hours in town, gets the game-winning goal, and you talked earlier in the game about trying to get these guys to gel, and for him to come get a big goal like that, I mean, I think he'll fit in pretty nicely here.
Yeah, I feel like maybe he was still in his legs were in the car at times after a long drive up here from Florida. But that's what happens in this business. Things change quickly, and he comes in and he does what he does, scores, and that's why we got him. We needed a guy that had that nose for the net. We felt we needed another piece like that, and obviously he has a big play at a huge moment, and nice to see somebody new into the team be able to have that type of an impact.
First game of the year, going to be some bugs, going to be some glitches, but just moving forward to next Saturday, some time off to work on a few things. What can we look forward to this week heading into Kalamazoo?
Well, we got a lot of work to do. Honestly, I don't want to be too nitpicky on it. I know what it's like to play in those games. Been around them a lot. They go really well sometimes. They go really poorly sometimes. Sometimes they're up and down, and this was certainly an up and down one for us. But from conditioning all the way through to our power play, we've got a lot of work to do, which is good, but some good things to teach off of, which is always a nice thing when you get an opportunity to evaluate yourself, be a little bit of a self-critic, and more importantly, see what we did real well, because I did think there was a lot of good things that happened. We just got to round it out, which nice to have 5 days of practice starting Monday leading into a Saturday game to be able to correct some of those things, but you always wish you were playing some more games.
Mike, 36 on 38. They came early and they came often for you tonight. Just take us through that performance from your perspective. Way to get that first win of the season, but it wasn't easy.
No, it wasn't easy. We a little bit of a slow start, I think, as a whole team. I still was getting my legs under me too. I think a couple big saves ended up getting me into it, maybe 10 minutes into the game. But it was a battle. We went down 2, and when you go down 2, you can't give up that third one, or else game might be over. So we battled, and we stuck with it. Coming out for the third, we knew that we had to throw some more pucks on net, and you see how we got our goals. We were just going right to the net, and I think all the goals were within maybe 2 feet of the net. So that's our recipe for success right now.
Now you have one of the more unique views on the ice. In the net, you can kind of see everything. And just as that game progressed, head coach Matt Thomas said the start wasn't where you guys would have liked. What did you see from your end? And as the game went on, the offense picked up a little bit, the defense picked up a little bit. Just take us through the game from your view.
Yeah, I think it was just, we let a couple guys slip behind us early, which, I mean, that happens early in the season with teams with a lot of new guys that are getting to know people still. You don't know how to read off maybe your D partner or your line mates on the other side of the ice. So it's a little bit of familiarity, but we'll get that down. And then, as the game went on, you could see second period we got a little bit better, and then third period we started jumping on them and keeping pucks alive in their own zone, and that's how we started creating some offense.
Okay, a goal and an assist tonight for you, Shaw, including that empty net there to ice the game. A very physical game, very, very tough game for the opener. Just take us through that contest from your perspective.
Yeah, it was a good test of our character. It's a lot of new guys playing together. A lot of us haven't played with each other. A lot of us are coming back, but a little mixed up. So I think just getting in there and just getting the hits out and getting our shots on net, and it kind of showed throughout the second and especially in the third that we can take control of the game, and if we do our thing, we'll get the results we want.
Now, with all the new guys gelling and trying to come together, obviously it's not easy. And as the game goes on, what do you guys talk about, or how do you guys try to foster some of that chemistry on the fly?
Yeah, we all know that it's not going to happen overnight. we've had a week at it, and you can see we're coming together, and you can see that we're playing well together. But it's a whole different game when you're actually playing out there and you're against a good team like Wheeling, and they brought it to us in the first, and you could tell that they can really gel, and they have a lot of good players. But just a lot of talk on the bench, a lot of communication. I think that helps throughout the game.
Now, you had some limited action last year, but with you signing an AHL deal in the offseason, your role is going to increase a lot this season. First game, 2 points. I mean, just really showing your potential. Just take us through kind of your expectations personally for you and how you want to grow into that larger role on this team.
Yeah, I just want to prove to everybody that I can fill those roles, and I can be the person that they need. And I think Tito has put a lot of trust in me, and I think that just coming into this year and having a little bit more confidence helps me out a lot. But I just know that I need to get a little bit more points and still keep my game up.